Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Surviving Minecraft. I just realized all of those images disappear if I'm in F5 mode. So what if I'm in this F5 mode? So they're there, and now they're gone. Crazy stuff. I don't know why that is. So I did a little bit of playing around here, by the way. I actually made a quarry on-off button. And if you're curious, all it's doing here is making a toggle latch using this redstone receiver, and I toggle the output on this energy cell. So basically I can just turn the energy on and off between there. Probably not ideal when you figure that this is supposed to be main power. This one's probably going to get changed to quarry, and then I'm going to set up another tesseract here, which is main power. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not too worried about it at the moment. What I am worried about is that stuff out there. So what is the plan? Well, I've been going back and forth about how to do this. You know, I fixed the problem. The Ender minis from Ender Zoo were exploding creepers out in the middle of nowhere and blowing up terrain really bad. Got rid of the Ender minis. Don't have the problem anymore, but I have this really messed up terrain, and it really bothers me that it's all messed up. I mean, I have a big water hole there that I gotta take care of, and giant hillside catastrophe, and so I was trying to figure out how to do it. Well, the cheaty way to do it obviously is to reset the chunks, use MC edit, things like that. But I didn't want to do it that way. So what I did is I created a second world, a copy of this world, so brand new, exactly how it was when it first started. And I went in and I utilized the architect table, which allows me to create blueprints of what all the blocks are in this area. And I did basically a 64 by 64 by 64 area, or roughly it's 64 by 64 square, and then I went from 105 down to about 60 on the Y level and made a blueprint. And if you utilize this electronic library, it actually sends it to your computer in a spot where any world that you go into, you can put this down and you can get these blueprints. So using the builder now, we'll be able to rebuild those chunks, or at least that's the plan. I already have the builder, I have the electronic library, I just need the blueprints, and I also need probably some angel blocks. Grab 6 of them or so. Obviously the train came back again for another round. Oh, actually didn't mean to go down at that point. I am running into a problem though. Dirt and limestone has no space to go, so it's getting backed up in that chest. So we got more resources than we know what to do with, which is not a problem. Ooh, dense diamond ore. That one's pretty. Getting some things here that don't know what to do with. It doesn't know how to sort, but that's okay. I like taking care of those by hand. And we may have to stop or do something with this train here so that it locks it out, maybe. Maybe something in this redstone line where it goes to an AND gate, so that I can control whether the train takes off or not, and we can just hold the train here if we need to. Basically set it up with, if the quarry is off, if the train comes back to the station here, it'll unload and then it'll just sit. Or if it's over there and the quarry gets shut off, well, it's just going to sit there and consume a little bit of fuel and water there while it sits there waiting for it to fill up. So either way, we can stop the train wherever it is. Just, I figure, as an easy part, or easy way to do it. So I gotta try to get through here. This jetpack is ridiculously fast. Like if I sprint, man, is this fast. So this is the first part I want to try to fill in, and I don't know if I have the blueprint going far enough over, but if I get most of this fixed, I can fill this stuff in myself later on, because yeah, I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's right about here. So actually I may need to blueprint a little bit more of the world, and that'll be fine. It's not that big of a deal. So let's throw this electronic library down. you'll see I have 3 plots here. So if I throw one in here and choose plot 1, it will make a copy for me. I now have plot 1 blueprint. Perfect. Then I need to figure out, I have it written down here somewhere. Here it is. I knew I put it on an envelope or something here. Should be 464. So this is 464 here. And then 784. So I am on the block I need to be on. And then I just need to go up to 105. Oh, leg spike. So 464, negative 784, 105. Perfect. So this is where the builder needs to go. So if I do that, and I know I don't have power for it yet, and I throw this in here. Oh, nope, it's not in the right spot. See that? So I'm probably going to have to... Am I able to rotate it like that? So now it's over there. Oh, it is going to make me do all of those different items, I bet. So did it rotate it far enough? There, that's the direction I want it to go. And that's the area that I want rebuilt. Oh man, well it can take fluid tanks. Look at all these items that it wants me to have. Wow. And I'm hoping it'll notice that it has all these items. Most of these items are there when you give it power. So I'm just going to throw this down. Is it going to destroy everything? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. No. That's not the right one. It is destroying everything, isn't it? It wants to destroy everything and then redo it. I don't want that to happen. I want it to repair it. Unless I just had it fill everything in with dirt. That would probably look pretty funny. Well, darn it. What other items do I have under BC builders? I thought this was gonna work. Maybe I'm just gonna have to do a chunk reset. I hate doing that. It's too cheaty for me. There's a filler. But I don't think a filler is what I want. And I really don't want to have to supply this with all of these items. And I don't think I can get rid of it. I mean, I guess I could feed in everything that it needs and then stop it wherever it is. So if I were to just give it a bunch of stone and a bunch of dirt, it might fill in most of this stuff. Although it still wants to excavate everything, doesn't it? Maybe I should just let it excavate it and then give it a bunch of dirt and just let it fill everything over and just kind of call it good. It needs a bunch of puzzle too, doesn't it? No, it doesn't know anything different about puzzle. Cool. That I can handle. Alright, well I'm just going to let it do its thing, and I'm going to grab a whole bunch of dirt, and I think I can make some dirt, possibly, and I guess we'll just see what happens when I give it a whole bunch of dirt. It's the best option I have, right? Oh, take care of this. This is full. I forgot to hook these chests up to any sort of an interface, so unfortunately they fill up and then I get in trouble. What did I come over here for? Oh, dirt. Actually, why take it out of there when I can take it out of this guy here? And I may even have some dirt over here. Good enough. Fly really fast. See, I'm still trying to decide, is it digging out extra? Or is it just digging out blocks that it doesn't need? Because it looks like it's about done. Yeah. It has stopped working. So if I just throw it a bunch of dirt now, the needed number is going down. And it's going to start throwing dirt down, isn't it? Okay, yeah, it's filling dirt in. You know what? I think it is doing what I wanted it to do. And maybe I'll throw out a bunch of stone if I get the chance here too. Oh, look at that. It's rebuilding it exactly how it was. And then I guess the question becomes, do we want it to be solid underneath? Do we worry about that? Or do we just fill in the dirt? Why did it stop? Maybe it wants the stone? It might decide it wants to be difficult about this. Oh, this is coarse dirt. No wonder. Oops. Well, I'm gonna keep working on this. I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get it some stone too here. And you know, I wonder if I throw coarse dirt into here, where will it send it? Will it send it to the dirt one? No, it's just gonna go in here. Okay, fair enough. And oh, I want a bunch of stone. There. So let's throw a bunch of stone at it, just quick here. But what I'm gonna do basically is I'm gonna use the different plots here and fill in the ground and see what it all looks like when we're done here. Looks like it is gonna dig a little bit still, but I guess I'd rather it at least fill in the stone underneath, because the majority of it was stone. There's gonna be some ore, stuff like that. I can deal with that. Maybe let some of the gravel and stuff, put that in there, but I think I'll feed it all the stone that I can. In fact, what I'll probably do, so it's going to go through that pretty quickly. Let's shut off our stone going to the grinder. So so that we can hold on to this stone. And it'll just sit in here. So we'll turn that off. So this is gonna stop getting stone. I'm actually gonna steal the stone out of it because I need all the stone I can get. And it's empty. But now any stone that comes in from the quarry is gonna come to me. Actually, I think some limestone is in the list, so why not? Let's just grab some limestone. And coarse dirt went through, so I'm gonna grab 2 more stacks. Oh no, I did this once before. There's nothing I can do but break this stupid conveyor. I don't know why it does that either. It's such a stupid thing. There. Okay, let's go. And yeah, I'll just keep feeding it some items here, and I'll bring you guys back when I've got all 3 of those plots figured out, and we'll talk about what we're gonna do after that. So I'll be right back, guys. So if you ignore the trees, because I didn't do anything with them yet, and this little area here, which I gotta do by hand, it looks 100 times better. We gotta fix the water here, but I mean this is the way it should be, not these giant holes and craters that were here. So I want to fill this in. Whoa. Oh, do I have? Yeah. So I have gunpowder on me, so I have unstable going on right now with my boots. Yeah. So I have here a floodgate from Buildcraft, and I want to say that it works at whatever level you put it at. So I have a feeling if I go and put this on top of here, switch it to output, oh, it might get laggy here because it's going to start pushing blocks of water out. Or at least it should, if I understand how it works. Maybe it's not. So if I dig that away, it should be, okay, now it should be in output mode, but it doesn't seem to be working. Because I thought this guy was supposed to fill in blocks, or fill in water. Oh, and now it went down, didn't it? That sucked. Where is it filling stuff in down here? So like if I just set it right here and drop this on top of it, it's got 2,000 buckets of water. Now it's got none. Okay, so now it's got to be in that mode. Now it's pushing water out. So the question is it actually filling? Well, it's going somewhere. So I'm guessing it's filling in all these little pockets with water down below. And we'll just have to leave it. Oh yeah, yeah, it's filling. Okay. So if that's the case, I gotta go on top of it here. I'm gonna pick them both up. I want to go up here. And actually I have angel blocks. Not where I wanted it. Yeah, right here. So if we put it like that, we flip it to there. Now it's getting water. Okay, so it's pushing water out. And it's level with that, so I think I'm just gonna let it do its thing. You can see it is taking water out. If I understand how this works. And it should fill this area in so we have no more flowing water. It'd be easy to do it if it was just one layer, but if it's a bunch of layers like that, it is really hard to pull off. Looks like I got a bunch of dirt to fill in here too. Try to clean this up, make this look a little better. Get some grass growing in here. It's just gonna take some time to get back to where it was. One thing I noticed too, figured I'd mention, guys. If I'm running that quarry, full on 800 RF per tick, I run out of charcoal in a hurry, and all of a sudden I have no power anywhere. I'm really glad I put in these biogenerators because it kept this system going until it could get charcoal back in here to run these. It kept the farm going, because otherwise I would have had to try to supplement power in order to keep it running. It just would not have worked very well. So, and as of right now, I don't really have a lot of power being used, so it's kind of shut itself down. It's just making charcoal. There. See what the unstable does? If I were to take the hover off, if I just go poop, or how does it work? There. There's the explosions. It's just funny. I find it funny, at least. So I'm at the check. I think we got a little bit of time left here. Resource-wise, definitely have a lot of resources. But the reason I bring it up is obviously we're not making enough power to run everything. We're struggling here. I got the quarry off right now, and I think the train's sitting at the other stop waiting for it to fill up. So I think it's time. Well, we should probably talk about the teleportation portion, because if we can do that, then we can get to different places. So let me get some items together, and we'll figure out how we want to do teleportation, whether we do it the same way we have been doing it, or maybe we change things up. We're probably going to go visit the island base here, if we get the chance, because that's where we're going to be building our big power system. It's going to be like Chernobyl Island almost, and it's going to be one heck of a build. It's going to take a lot of time, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I was just thinking too, we probably, where did that, no, there it is. I was like, where did it go? The quarry line's not quite finished. The auto food farm's not. So it's, the X mark means that it's, the project's been completed, but we haven't cleaned it up yet, so we need to still do that. Reactor Island we talked about. Decorate workshop. I'm actually gonna go like this because I'm not sure I'm done. I'm not quite done. We definitely worked on it though, and we're not entirely finished with it yet, although I don't think we're gonna be entirely finished with it. So yeah, maybe we'll check it as done, and we'll just kind of do things here and there as we see fit. For the most part though, it's pretty well done. Second floor though, we gotta start working on that. Because I don't even know if I have it on there. Do we have... No, we don't. Oh. because we need to get our Matacraft stuff going, and we also need to get Minechem going. And Minechem is probably going to be pretty quick, pretty soon that we're going to get into it. But let's get our teleportation stuff set, and I'll be back to finish stuff off with that. So you guys remember these, right? Matter receivers, matter transmitters from RF tools. Well, I think we're going to just use it again. So in here, got a tesseract and a transmitter, and my buttons on my screen here, which I haven't completely finished yet. And there's some future places here, such as Twilight Forest, which we're going to be going to next episode, in case you were wondering. Then I've got all these transmitters that are the receivers that I need to set. So it's a matter of basically taking this one. We want this one to be linked to the ender. So we link the receiver, we link the transmitter, so it shows both. And then the ender is the second one. So we lay that one down here. And then we just go on to the next one. I think I want to turn off the hover mode because it's kind of getting to be a pain. So stronghold we already have. We got the nether, which is third. And then there's going to be a matter of going out and finding them or setting them where they need to be. So this one is Twilight Forest, so this one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be right there. Then we got Reactor Island, which is number 4. And then the last one should be the double volcano ravine, which we're going to do something with at some point. Haven't decided what's going to be there, but we might as well have a spawn point there. So we've got all the dialers set. Now basically, oop, my sound is acting funny. I need to take all these guys to where they belong, including the end, stuff like that. So we're going to need our tesseracts. See, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tesseracts, and we're also going to need to make. Ooh. Well, let's start with the first charge porter, and then we'll see if we can make the extra special one, the advanced one. So we got the first charge porter, which should charge up right away. And then this one requires these infused diamonds, which needs dimensional shards, which I don't have any of. So we have to visit dimensions in order to improve that guy. So we're just going to set this guy to... Oh wait, that clears it. Oh, I have to have a receiver here in order to beam back, don't I? Oh, I guess we gotta make one more receiver. Oh, we're gonna need that machine frame. So we do have to have a home one. I forgot about that. So I think we're just gonna put it right here because I think it needs to be powered. And we'll just name this one home. And it's powered. So if we set this guy to here, set to 14. So for anywhere in the world, we do this, we're back here. Perfect. Oh cool, it's based on whichever way you're facing. So facing this way, it teleports us facing that way. So which way should we fly over? Let's fly over to the reactor island. Actually, the one button that I didn't set in there yet, that I think I was going to be the quarry. But that's okay. We can go this way. We want to go to the island base, which is going to become Reactor Island. And for now, this is going to be unloaded terrain. Simply because, well, it doesn't need to be loaded at the moment until we get into things a little bit more. This jetpack is amazing. I mean, I'm just cruising along here. Oh, let's hit some stutters. This is why teleporting is going to be nice. So many Thaumcraft things out there. I see those dark spots, the totems, the chests. They're all over the place. A little bit of a snow biome there. We should be able to come down here. And here's our island. So this guy here is where we're going to set up our giant reactor. So I feel like the best place to set it is going to be right here. Why not spawn in underneath the tropical islands here? So we need to find Reactor Island. So we're going to set, oh I forgot, we need a Tesseract here first. Set it to main power. Receiving energy. Stick this on top. We're receiving energy. So if I scoot home, so this charges right back up again. Now if I stand on this pad right here and click on Reactor Island, I'm there. How about that? So I just got to do that with the rest of them, and we'll have the ability to jump around to different locations now in a blink of an eye. And we'll just have to make sure that we get our charge porter here all charged up each time we make a jump. It's not that big of a deal here in the overworld, but if I'm jumping back and forth with dimensions, this guy needs to be charged up completely, because it's going to use most of it to jump from the nether or from the end. So with that, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you all for watching, and next time we head off to the nether. So thank you all for watching. As always, take it easy.